Alright guys, yesterday it rained a ton and I was not able to get out and fish during the rain. I normally drop everything I possibly can and go fishing, but it was Halloween and I had previous engagements. However, the water is still very high and we couldn't capitalize on it yesterday, but we're going to try today. We got a little bit of wind kind of pushing back in this corner here. Pretty clear water for all this rain. It's just shaping up to be very interesting, a very good day. Hopefully we can make it happen. I've been catching some bass lately. I haven't caught anything over 3 pounds, 4 pounds. I want to break that today. I'm going to try and catch a monster today. I'm going to start off with a lipless. See if we can't pull anything out with that right quick. Then we'll go to a jig. Got him. Big fish, big fish. Come on. Oh, come on. Do not come off. Do not come off. Yeah, that's over 4, no problem. Golly, he's right on the edge. Get, man alive. Cannot turn this fish. That's a beast. Get up here. Get up here. That's a beast. Oh, yes. Look at that, guys. That is what, our like 5th cast. Pulled out that freak. That's why we fish. Look at that. That fish was literally barely hooked. There she is. That's the biggest bass I've caught in a while. That fish had a lot of weight behind it. She smacked that lipless. Didn't hit it too well, as you can see. We only got 1 hook in her, but that was an awesome fish. That's a great start. Literally 3rd or 4th cast. I'm trying to get her off here. There we go. Done deal. Wow, beautiful fish. Gone. All right, let's try it from this angle. Come on, we should get nailed right there. Come on. Come on. I don't buy it. There's a fish. That fish, oh my gosh. That is a giant. That fish hit on the fall. No! I cast it over there. I came off somewhere out there. Dang it. I wonder if I'm gonna snag something there. There we go. That's another good fish. Come on, get up here. Not anything like our other fish, but kind of a good fish. Not really. There we go. Got it. Golly, that's so much fun when you just pull it, and right on the end of the pole as that bait begins to fall, that fish comes and just smacks it. Look at how fat and healthy all these fish are. There he is. Man, there's enough of these small fish. This one didn't even act like he was alive. There we go. Didn't even have a chance to do anything. The fish just Alright guys, we're coming back up on our corner here. We walked around this entire place and caught a bunch of dinks again. Really hoping I can get into a good sized fish up here again. Don't get me wrong, I'm alright catching a ton of fish, but then dinks get old after a while, especially when you know there's much bigger fish in here. There he is. That's a better fish. That's a better fish. Yeah. Go into deeper water. Alright, maybe it's not that much better. Certainly somewhat better. Stay on there. Get up here. Nice. Second biggest of the day. Oh, there was gonna try jigging this like I would. There was a bite right there. Jigging this like I would a jig and see what happens. Sure enough. You know they're aggressive when they hit the lipless crankbait on the bottom. Alright guys, I am back in my truck. My thumb is pretty sore. That was crazy. That was a ton of fish that I caught out there. I don't even know how many. Probably around 50. Of course, I don't want to bore y'all with me catching 50 fish, but there was a ton of fish stacked out there. Interesting how I fished every corner of that pond. The only corner I really caught a lot of fish at was that one that had the wind blowing into it. I think that had a lot to do with how aggressive those fish were. That water being high and that wind pushing against that high bank. Those fish were sitting right on that bank and I could just pick them off one by one. Another interesting thing is that almost all those bites came when I would pull that lipless crankbait up. It would fall for a half a second and those fish would smack it right there. So they were following that bait for a while, and then as soon as it would drop right in front of their face, they'd hit it. And interesting thing is if you fish a lipless crankbait a lot, you may notice that when a fish hits a lipless crankbait on the fall, they get hooked a lot better. They get hooked a lot deeper, and you can almost always get those fish in. But if a fish hits a lipless crankbait when you're just reeling it and cranking it, they normally get hooked on the outside of the mouth, and they're a lot harder to get in. The reason for that is as that bait's falling, those fish can easily just gulp it right into their mouth. They get hooked right in the mouth. But if those fish are following that bait and they hit it while it's running, they can't engulf it as easily, and they almost always get hooked on the outside of the mouth. But it was a great day for me. Awesome day of lipless crankbaiting. I appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned. A lot more stuff in the works.